Hi guys, it's me Danielle Danny Buttons, and I'm here today with a scrapbook layout share. I recently went to the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo in Edison, New Jersey, and it is one of the 19 shows they do every year, and it is a 2-day crop that we attend, and I ended up finishing 28 layouts, so I wanted to show them to you because I like them. They're artsy. It's a lot of fun. Also, if you've been around my channel for a long time, you'll know I was originally a scrapbooking channel, so it's a little throwback. So here's the big reveal. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly because there's a lot. So this one is actually my favorite, and it is up on my wall. And it is High Society Pup. And it is Miss Noodles in her little ruff that she got from BarkBox. A lot of my layouts are very simple. My style is mostly just focusing on the paper. I try to mix up like where I place pictures and things like that to give my book variety, obviously. But I'm not huge on embellishing. I just don't have the amount of embellishments compared to the amount of paper, so I don't always know how to match things, but this is the first one. I love this so much. Like, just look at her little face. So sassy. Then second is Sequin Night. So this is from our last cruise. The cruise we went on was 7 days, so there were 2 formal nights. One of the formal nights, I was wearing this sequin dress, so I'm calling this layout Sequin Night. I embellished by using sequins on these little banner things, and that's really it. Hollywood Studio, I actually got a whole bunch of our honeymoon scrapped. I did 15 honeymoon pages, which finished it off, which I was pretty happy about because obviously our honeymoon was in December, so I was pretty behind. So this is just 2 from Hollywood Studio. I ended up doing a layout for each park with just the title on it. I had already done Magic Kingdom, and you'll see the rest in this share. Very merry, we went to the Christmas party when we were there, and that was my first time seeing, it was my first time being at the parks in December and seeing the castle all lit up. We got little matching his and her shirts. And I actually bought this at the Expo last year, so I'm glad to finally use it. Worth the wait at that Christmas party. We stood in line for hours to meet the 7 dwarfs because they're only out at Christmas. And I really love this picture, and they were so funny. Like, they were all very good at staying in character. Grumpy sat there angry the whole time. Happy was dancing in the back, and it was a lot of fun. Besides the actual waiting part, because, boy, was it rough standing there for hours. Tree Trail. So in downtown Disney, is that what they're still calling it? Now I don't remember if they changed the name, and I feel foolish, but I'm trying to keep the pace up. There's a tree trail. So basically there were about 30 or so trails decorated for different Disney movies, and it was a lot of the ornaments that they sell in the stores, and then just a lot of extra stuff to signify the different movies. So I picked a few of my favorites. Let's see if we can see any of the decor. So it's Tangled, and you can see there was the frying pan, and then Princess and the Frog, and then I did Muppets and Little Mermaid, and a picture of us. But the trees are really cool, and I enjoyed that a lot. Memorial Day handstands. So we always have a barbecue for Memorial Day, like the start of summer, and apparently my cousin decided she could do handstands this year. So that's a few attempts, and then finally her success, and we were very nervous to get kicked by her on the way back down. But this paper I actually bought at the Expo. Wild. So this is my Animal Kingdom page. I'm terrified of birds, and we were very close to this ostrich in like the safari ride. So that explains that picture. But I actually bought these stickers in Disney. It was part of their passport collection, and I saw them once, didn't buy them, and then for the whole rest of the trip desperately was trying to find them. So when I finally did, obviously I'm wanting to try to use as many as I can. So I didn't know they were clear, but now I do, and I like them a lot. So I have a bunch of these left. There's that. Sci-Fi Drive-In. This was the food place we went to, I guess that's what we'll say. And it's actually, you sit in what looks like cars, and then they have old 50s commercials and cartoons playing on the screen. So it's like you're at a drive-in movie. And I really loved the idea. I've always wanted to go to a drive-in movie, but it was freezing in this room. I don't understand. I was so cold, and I actually get hives in the cold, so we actually had to leave a little early because I was not prepared for that cold, and it was like painful. So that was unfortunate. Okay. Dirt Devil. This is my little angel. You can actually see. I love this picture. Hold on. Can you see the dirt flying? She was kicking up dirt in the planter. So she loves digging in there. But I really enjoyed this page because I feel like the little peach emoji symbolizes booty sometimes in text messages. So you could see her little booty. So I thought that was appropriate. And super cute. Oh my goodness, Baymax is one of my favorite Disney characters. I was super, super excited to meet him, and we fist bumped and did the ba la la. So that was really awesome. He's so huge and funny, and apparently a lot of kids like go to hug him and just bounce right off. So that was fun. But I love Baymax. Oh, magic. So yeah, again, I was really excited to see the castle lit up. I'm going to zoom in on this one too. And I had just seen people, this is a good picture idea if you're looking for one in Disney, to hold your ears up and get the castle. So this one, the castle's in focus, and this one, my ears are more in focus, and the castle's blurry. But these were our my wedding ears, so that they had a veil and they were white, and Sam had the little groom's hat ears. Oh, hidden threat. Sam is not going to be happy that I'm showing you this, but that's fine. Basically, our grass was really long one day, so he decided to try to lay in the grass and see if he could be hidden by the grass, and he was pretty close, but nope, he was still peeking out. Sorry, so. I got a phone call that scared me and cut me off, but maybe you didn't get to see the peek at Sam's belly poking out. He'll be happy about that. So yes, this is the next one. This is The Void. It's actually a really cool virtual reality in, Disney Springs, not downtown Disney. That's what it's called. In Disney Springs. So you put on these like gear, it's like this backpack and these glasses, and you walk through. And we did the Star Wars one because that was like Sam's choice. So you're like shooting all the stormtroopers with your little backpack, and there's a room where you're supposed to like go in and walk over lava to get to your ship or something, and the whole room gets really hot and smells like smoke, and it's a very, very cool and weird experience. But that is what that one is, and the place was called The Void. And then I ended up just throwing a Mr. and Mrs. because I was like, this is our honeymoon and I have to use up all these wedding-y stickers. So hooray, Dave. This was my friend's birthday, his 30th birthday. We went to this place called Yestercades, where they have like a whole bunch of arcade machines from forever, a bunch of old like Frogger and like racing games, and they had a pool table, and they had a whole bunch of fun stuff. So that's us. We were a team for pool, and we lost, so we were sad, and then that's everyone at dinner. We went to a nearby Mexican restaurant. So, and then this is my Epcot page. So obviously everyone knows the Epcot ball. And then we were there for Festival of the Holidays. So I really love all the topiaries, and I hope to one day go back for Flower and Garden, because I hear there's even more topiaries then. But yeah, for now, I got to see Goofy and Donald. So I just love the purple too, because the stickers in that pack were purple for Epcot. Okay, being Goofy. So Goofy and actually Russell and Doug from Up at one point both found out we were on our honeymoon and then made us do a little smooching and then posed, which was super cute. So I ended up picking Goofies to print because it just felt goofy to be doing that. So there we go. And it was Santa Goofy. Oh, this is a double, so let's see if I can show you. So Sam's recent birthday party, I've talked about before, was cereal themed. So this is all our cereal pictures and Rice Krispie treats. Sam's cereal celebration. I made all of these. I painted them. I drew them by hand and cut them out and painted them. So that's like with our masks on and with the mask off. During the party, they were all hanging on the wall as like our decorations. And then after the party, they came to be our masks. So that was a lot of fun. I used primary colors for that to just go with all the cereal characters. Almost everybody is primary colors. Oh, did I give 3? No. Okay. I see the light. So one of the pictures I knew I had to take in Disney was pictures with this Rapunzel lanterns. So these are in the back of Fantasyland there's Rapunzel's tower and bathrooms. And then there's, at night, a photographer with the Rapunzel lanterns. So we took those pictures and I love it. Rapunzel is one of my favorite, well, Tangled is one of my favorite Disney movies. Rapunzel is up there with favorite Disney princess. So I had different plans for this layout, but then I just kept it simple with the Rapunzel purple glitter and the title like that. And I just, obviously, the pictures speak for themselves. So that's what I went with. Okay. Grand Turk. This is actually the last layout I did because my gun broke. I have a tape gun, my ATG gun, in case you know, the Crafty Biz, but it broke. So that was pretty terrible. It broke at like 9:30 and the crop ended at 11, so it could have been worse, but it was still pretty sad because obviously shopping was over at that point, so I couldn't get a new one. So I ended up finishing with this. This is more simple than I was planning, but I had limited resources at that point. Also, it's hard to see the glitter on camera, but you can see it pretty well in person. This is our most recent cruise, also in front of the boat. So there's that. Shooting range. I wanted to keep this one pretty simple too. We went to a shooting range for my first time when we were visiting Sam's sister in Georgia. I tried to make these look like bullet holes. I don't know if you agree, but that was the idea, and that's why I kept it pretty simple. I was okay. It was kind of scary. Not a huge gun person, but I was okay. My problem was I couldn't tell where my last shot was to adjust, so that was a little difficult. Ice skating. Okay, so we went ice skating back, I want to say in February, and it was Sam's first time and my friend Dave's first time, but it was fun. Sam fell, I think, 2 or 3 times, but one time he fell because he was trying to like beat his fastest lap time. So it made sense that he fell, I guess. I didn't fall at all, but mostly because I go at snail's speed because I'm scared of falling. So there's that. I love you, I know. So this, I always like to buy, I've done this twice. The 2 times I've been on long Disney trips in my adult life, I have bought matching shirts with Sam on sometime throughout the trip and then worn them on our last day. So this time I let Sam pick our shirts. So of course he picked Star Wars shirts. So I was Leia with the I love you and he was Hans with the I know. So we wore those shirts and stood outside Magic Kingdom. And so my title is I love you, I know. I actually bought this at the Expo last year too, and I was happy to use this. And I bought this background paper with the Mickey comics after my last trip 6 years ago. So very happy to use that up. Okay, target practice. We recently went hatchet throwing with our friends, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I was actually really good with the tomahawks. There's my bullseye, and Sam got a bullseye, but mine was first, just so we all know. But I tried to draw a target. I don't love it yet. I might make all the lines thicker, but I didn't have a thicker marker with me, so I'm going to do that before I put the layout away. Windswept, again on our most recent cruise. The second formal night, this was my dress, and we went outside to take pictures, and we were moving real quick, so it was very windy, and my dress was blowing all over, and her hair was blowing all over. So this is Windswept. I bought this paper at the Expo too. So there's that. And final page is another double, and it is my Noodles appreciation page. Oh, I'm so sorry for all of the glare. Can you see little Noodles being cute? Basically, I love this dog so much, and I take so many pictures of her being cute. And if I scrapbook them all, I would need to have a whole, like, album a year of just her. So I tried to get as many of them on this double page as I could because she's so cute. So I love this one. She's given major side eye. This one is beautiful in portrait mode. This was supposed to be for the cereal party, but she ended up not liking one of my guests, so she couldn't come out with us. That was her new harness. This is her sitting silly on the couch. That she sits on the stairs and looks out the front door. This is my new chair that she took over. This is just her laying with a pillow like a person. This is her sleeping and me bothering her. And then this is, I put a whole bunch of fake pearls on her one day and took a bunch of pictures. So she has a very happy, but also a very bothered life. I make sure to spend all my time bothering her. No, she loves it, I think. We give her lots of treats, so she's okay. But yeah, that's it. I really sped through this because I know that if you're not a scrapbooker, you probably do not want to see this in more detail. If you are and you want to know anything else about what I used, what I did, I can try to remember. As I showed you with that one page, some of these papers and things are years and years old, so I might not know everything, but I can try. If you have specific ideas or questions, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll be back again soon. Bye!